This is my critique in the poem Richard Cory by Edwin Arlington Robinson. The poem Richard Cory final line reveals that, despite seeming to have everything he could want, Cory kills himself. The poem's thematic interests in wealth, poverty, and the elusive nature of happiness are deeply tied to its historical context. A series of economic depressions that struck the U.S. in the 1890s. However, in the end, though they learned a valuable life lesson, Richard Cory kills himself, showing the people of the town that some things can't be purchased and that looks can be deceiving. The central idea or theme of Richard Cory is that wealth and status don't ensure happiness. Richard Cory contains obvious situational irony, since the character who has everything going for him kills himself. It also has dramatic irony because readers understand what the speakers in the poem don't realize, namely that their lack of happiness cannot be alleviated by financial gain. The townspeople see Richard Cory as attractive and wealthy, modest and personable, everything that people want to have and be. They thought that he was everything to make them wish that they were in his place. They envy him and desire his life. Of course, they have no idea of what might cause him to put a bullet through his head. Moreover, the narration in Richard Cory by Edwin Arlington Robinson is a first-person point of view narrator. This is important because the story in the poem will be told by someone who was there and observed firsthand what happened. The narrator in the poem is a citizen of the town in which Richard Cory lives. Richard Cory described as a slim, well-groomed, and skull in every grace, compared to the people described in fourth stanza who work and went without meat, and who are engaged in a struggle for survival that precludes emphasis on grooming or elaborate social graces. He looks and acts different from the people the narrator is used to seeing. Hence, Richard Cory committed suicide because, despite all the things he had, his life was empty. The poem provides no clues why Richard Cory killed himself. The poem is spoken in the voice of we people on the pavement. The word we encompasses the people who live downtown. Robinson says that Cory was richer than a king, and he glittered when he walked. These statements are not literal, but they create an image of nobility and privilege. Richard Cory is a representation of wealth, status, and privilege. The speaker's tone in describing Richard Cory in lines 1 through 14 is admiring, even envious. He is a man who seems to have it all. The attention of people in town, a kingly physique imperially slim, and a manner that is neither self-aggrandizing nor arrogant. Therefore, the poem eventually ends tragically where Richard Cory commits suicide in the end. In the poem, everyone looks at Richard Cory as having the time of his life because of his money, good looks, and being great shape and success.